beautiful beings, and welcome back to the Realm of Inspiration. For those of you who don't know, I am Kastalia, and I am the Elfian Realm communicator, and today we are continuing the series of understanding the spiritual significance and understanding the power of colors. And we're doing purple, we're doing spiritual purple. I have a little amethyst here with me that's about the same shade of purple as my sweater. I initially thought like spiritual purple will be more like a deep purple. Of course it's like in general purple, but it feels like the more spiritual aspect of purple is like the lighter shades of purple, and then as it gets deeper it gets stronger. Like the crown chakra is like the deeper purple, so it's like the deeper healing spiritual purple. The lighter purples are like kind of like the soothing spiritual purple. So we've talked about in other installments of this series, the shading of the color is the strength of what it represents. But I'm feeling more like the soothing aspect of spiritual purple. I did have maybe to pick a darker shade of amethyst, but I put all my amethysts together. This is the one I picked, so it's the lighter aspect. It's the softer spiritual side. But in general, we're connecting to the cosmic Elfian elementals that work with the color purple to understand the whole aspect of its spiritual implications. So let's just jump in and dive in and allow a cosmic Elfian elemental to dive through me as I am their communicator. So, cause a divine masculine. Very interesting. Spirituality is typically more feminine energy, but divine masculine, spiritual purple representative is what we're gonna go with. A cosmic Elfian elemental divine masculine who works with purple to help us understand why purple is spiritual purple, why purple helps us connect to spirituality more from the Elfian realm. So when I have safely stepped back, you may flow through. Hello, I am a divine masculine Elfian elemental, cosmic Elfian elemental of purple diving through. Purple is so divine. It is a beautiful divine aura connected to higher realms. Purple in our realm is the aura color of ascension guides. So your Elfian traveler guide, your ascension guide, carries the aura of purple that is a deeper purple. So our communicator is getting the deeper shade of purple from. And the more soft purple is more of the shading of the aura of the visitors. So the visitors, Elfian visitors, are basically Elfians who they have no idea what they want to do or what they want to be or what they want to work with yet. But something to do with ascension, so they just hang out beyond the veil and they're just like watching things and hanging out there. And they have more of a softer purple aura because they've not firmly decided where they're going yet. And why I'm referring to them is they explain the deep complexity of purple. So when you have not fully decided where you're going to go on your spiritual path, you'll have hints of a lighter purple. When you have fully decided and rooted and grounded yourself, you're going to have that deeper purple around you. In general, purple is great to use when you need clarity on your spiritual path. Different shades of purple, you have the lilacs and the lavenders, and all these different shades that connect to plants and these sorts of things. Well, that's the more grounding aspect of how you will connect as a soul within a body. So purple is a great color to connect to when you are truly trying to understand the depth of your spirituality, and the more that you understand the depth of it, the deeper and deeper and deeper the color becomes. It's also a very fascinating color energy to work with your crown chakra. Of course, all the colors and their associations with the chakras, kind of make sense in a way. Purple being connected to the crown chakra is your ability to connect beyond and opens you to the higher dimensional chakras. What's very fascinating about purple being the more spiritual color is that it's also a deep color within the cosmos, and a lot of soul and star origins carry a root of the color purple, as purple is more in the cosmic layer as a color visible. And there are actually different aspects and shadings of the color purple that are not necessarily visible to the human eye, but you might see it when you close your eyes. It is the color that it paves the path of astral projection. So when your when your physical body is asleep and your soul astral projects, as souls do, a lot of the pathway to connecting beyond, to, just even going up and connecting to your guardian angels as you're astral projecting and seeing what messages they have, and then you have really strange dreams trying to comprehend the messages because they're of a different, something that your physical mind cannot comprehend. That path is purple. It is a path of astral projection. There's also blues, like teals and aquas in that path, but mainly purples. In the Akashic records, you're more than likely to see windows of purple above doorways to previous lifetimes, if that lifetime you were more in tune with your spirituality. It is a color that you might find one of your guardian angels has within their aura, and that would be the guardian angel to help you understand the deeper layers of your spirituality and protect you in that journey. If you carry a purple aura, you have a more depth of purple. If people look at you and they just see the color purple, that is because you have a deep spiritual potential and you have deep spiritual gifts, and that in this lifetime you're mainly going to be working with using your spiritual gifts, and it's very unlikely that you would do other work. Even if you were to do it, your main work is going to be related to the deep spiritual practices. And spiritual practices, this is the practices of the soul. Spiritual purple is the soul, how the soul expresses itself. The soul is typically more of a golden-y, white, pinkish color, but deep in the middle area of how the soul's energy represents itself, there is a purpley color as well. So it's a color that's found across a lot of spiritual things, a lot of non-physical things. So when you connect, you are connecting to these things. When you want to connect to your spirit guides and spirit team, having purple crystals around is beautiful. Having purple flowers around or using a purple pen can help you connect. When you want to manifest different aspects of your spiritual gifts becoming more clear, using purple can help you. And dear children of life, why I came through as a divine masculine. Well, we do have divine feminine elementals who work with purple, but there is a balance within purple, a balance of also the logical side, because it's a combination of pink and blue. And pink and blue is a combination of that peace and love that brings that balance. That balance is important. And anything that is balance, whether or not what makes it is divine masculine or feminine or maternal or paternal, whatever it is, anything that is balance brings alignment. And there's nothing more in alignment with bringing alignment than the healing light of purple. Now, yes, green is healing, but the deeper spiritual alignment also comes from purple. So it starts with green, and then you see the purples coming through. Okay, so this is how we work together. We work together by the healing light of the green coming, and then we bring forth other higher lights like the violet flame that also brings healing and is a spiritual purple. And that is why divine masculine energy with purple a little bit more, because it is that creation of a higher path of ascension. It is the color energy around the path of ascension. In the cosmos, this color energy is very dominant, and that is why it is spiritual purple. And it is also why when you connect to purple, it's very hard to separate yourself from purple, because it just brings an invigoration of your soul. And it might activate that seed of inspiration within you, because we have layers of purple within the flower of inspiration as well. And it just brings this deeper grounding. of spirituality and the way that you connect to Source and Creator. And it can work with divine masculine and in divine feminine expressions of spirituality. It can work with both. Obviously the softer shades are more in the divine feminine, and the deeper shades are more in the divine masculine, because you have like grounding versus enlightenment, and a lot of the grounding actually comes from that like middle area, and surprisingly a lot of the enlightenment comes from the deeper shade of the purple, but that's the crown chakra for you as well. So this is the best way to explain to you all to understand the power of this color and why it's an important color to add to your spiritual practice and even to your wardrobe, to just help remind you to connect to Source, Creator, and your highest self, which also can connect you through a sort of purpley path into your higher consciousness and your higher chakras. So connect to the divine, connect to your guides and guardian angels, and everything will be all right. Goodbye for now. Oh, thank you, Elfian. I felt a little bit floaty, saw lots of purple paths, saw the golden rainbow fire, which is a fusion of all higher lights, and I saw the violet flame very clearly. There is a sense of grounding as well, but typically I feel very floaty after channeling cosmic elementals. But I'm more on the grounding side, and it felt very peaceful. And I do notice that when I am looking to more like inspire myself to get back on path, to get back on my alignment, to get back on my ascension journey, I use a lot of lavender. I wear a lot of purple, or I get a lot of purple crystals out. And it's like this subconscious thing that like also in like my little like spiritual space where I have my crystals and my incense and everything, I do have a lot of purple represented. This is more pink than purple, but I think I thought it was purple when I got the tapestry. And it just does feel, it feels more in alignment, and it's very nice to kind of strip away the perspectives that we have around colors and understand that they're very fluid, they're very versatile, and they represent powerful energies that we can use in whatever way we want, and no matter who you are, you can wear any color you like, because it's the energy of the color and how it makes you feel that matters. So that being said, sending you love, light, and inspiration. I encourage you to work with purple and see how it inspires you in your journey. Goodbye for now, and stay inspired.